my whole thing with Frame is you got to know who you are before you invite anyone else into it. I just moved to this new city on the other side of the country in the U.S., and I'm here for a limited time. I travel a lot for work, so when I'm in town, I want to have a good time. And I've been seeing this chick a little bit younger than me for a couple months. She sat me down, had the "What are we?" talk, and I was just like, "Look, I'm here to have a good time, and I think you're wonderful. I've had a blast with you, but I'm not looking for anything too serious right now." And lo and behold, she was like, "All right, not feeling this right now. Wanted something."
How old was she?
She's 22.
Okay.
Just turned 22 at the time.
All right.
Didn't talk to her for 3 months. Kind of felt bad that it ended so abruptly. But then, lo and behold, about a month ago at 2:00 in the morning, I get a drunken booty call, and now she's coming over in 2 hours. So, you just got to hold your frame and realize that they're going to try to, bring you into theirs to some extent.
Yeah, it's a really good point, because you made your intentions and your expectations clear. She said that didn't work for her, so she bounced, but she decided to come back when it worked out for her, though, right? You then became a better option, or an acceptable option, a few months later.
Rich, you also got to set precedent from very early on. What I've noticed, like what you said in one of your clips, is like, I'm off to put my dent in the universe. When you first meet girls on dates off the apps, and they'll say, what are you looking for? I said, I'm not really looking for anything. I got my plan. I know where I'm going. I know what I'm doing. I said, you want to get in the passenger seat and come along for the ride? It's going to be fun. Let's see where it goes. So, because you got to say, like, well, I'm looking for the one true love. I want a girl that I can drink hot coffee with on crisp fall mornings and put a sweater around. No, dude, I'm about my shit. And if you want to come, you will be entertained with me. And they want an adventure. And Derek made an excellent point. You got to know who you are. And as I said, one of the benefits of joining the community, and speaking with younger guys like Moff, is I've kind of embraced my, the phrase I used for myself earlier. I've kind of embraced all that, Bill Burr meets Gerard Butler in a rom-com, and I love it. And girls seem to like it too.
Yeah. Jaron, did you get your mic working again? Yeah, there's a major delay, or something's going on with that. He might as well be on the planet Neptune. He's got the spinning wheel of death happening right now.
It just crashed.
All right.
I wanted to ask Chad, because I think I've had some good chats with Chad on my stereo show, and I think Derek, there's an echo on your end if you go on mute.
Yeah.
This is something that Chad and I talk about a bunch, and I think this is something that is really permeating the space and just in general, this idea about men need to be more emotional, men need to be more vulnerable, et cetera, et cetera. I would love to hear Chad's perspective, because I know that it's changed from like day one or early weeks of dating to now, where, it's, why don't you open up more? Why don't you talk about this more, or this and that, or tell me what's going on? Because Chad is, if you guys don't know, he runs businesses, a very successful guy. So I'd love to kind of hear his take on how he's maintained frame throughout this LTR.
There's, you would think over a long period of time, there might be some more, emotional talks and stuff like that, but there's less. It's actually less. I'm like, this is how it's going to be. This is what's going on. This weekend is, this weekend we're going here, or we make a plan or whatever. But as far as like, she'll ask me, of course, I've known her for 4 years. She'll ask me, how's your day? Stuff like that. And I'll be like, awesome. Or, well, day went to shit, but I'm turning it around. And, by the end of the day, the ship will be going in the direction I want it to go. Because, if every day is perfect, come on, that's not reality. So I'm willing to say, yeah, my day was shitty today, but I got it turned around. No big deal. How was your day? But any emotion in the relationship is projected by her. I focus on bringing emotion out of a woman. Any girl that I date, since I've come into this space 6 years ago. I focus on the emotional connection because like we had said before, a woman wants to be in a fairy tale. They want to be in a love story. And you being the emotional tampon of that arrangement is not a fairy tale for a woman. So for me, it's, you know, holding the frame, being masculine. This is what I'm doing. This is where I'm going. Get on the ship. It's sailing with or without you kind of thing. That has been through the whole relationship. And any time, I mean, I literally pay attention. Any time that I just had a bad day and I'm, you know, in a bad mood or whatever, she completely changes. Her countenance, the way she acts, the way she talks, the tone of her voice will change. A woman, literally, if she's in your frame, her whole entire emotional state will change with your emotional state changing.
Yeah.
So the more you can be that, the more that you can be that rock, you're a fucking mountain. Nothing is going to move you. The world could collapse. You're gonna rebuild it.
You still got this, man. Meteor's coming to strike the earth.
Yeah,
I got this, babe. Don't worry about it. I got this.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. And it because it's all about emotion. There's no explanation. There's no logic. There's no nothing. It's all about emotion and the emotional response you bring out of a woman. That's it.
You touched on something that was interesting there for a second. I mean, like you were talking about like managing the frame and like even something as simple as I'm not a talkative guy, you know, when it comes to just like small chat, blah, blah, blah bullshit, you know, like how was your day? What did you think of the weather today? And da 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 da. And it's like, I don't have those conversations. So like early on for me, it's straight up like, you know, hop on a quick, you know, phone call to coordinate something if you need to, or it's like basic conversations with text, but none of this hammering back and forth all night long for hours. I mean, who's got time for that when you got shit to do, right?
Yeah, and then you don't have anything to talk about when you take them on a date on the weekend because you freaking put it all out during the week.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want an advanced game for an LTR, stop fucking talking so much.
Yeah.
I mean, good Lord, guys.
Be a little bit mysterious, guys. You know, it's definitely going to help you more than it hurts you for sure.
Yeah.
Let me grab some of these super chats. Frame really is everything. Ultimately, what's that?
I said apply that 2/3 rule.
Yeah, exactly. That's the 16 commandments of Poon. Frame really is everything. Ultimately, game is a demonstration of one's ability to maintain mental point of origin. You cannot fake congruence. Work on you first. Much love. Thanks, brother. Appreciate that.